Men over 60. Here's the counterintuitive promise. You can improve penis blood flow and steadier erections not by starting in the bedroom, but by starting on your feet. The simple walk plus squeeze combo may wake up blood vessels, support sensitivity, and rebuild quiet confidence. I'm Dr. Alan Mercer, a urologist with more than 30 years of experience and thousands of patients. I'll guide you step by step in plain language. This is educational, not medical advice. Talk to your doctor for personal guidance. If you find this useful, subscribe, hit the bell, and type 1 in the comments. If it misses the mark, type 0 so I can improve. Hold that thought, because in a moment I'll show you the exact walking pattern and squeeze rhythm most men over 60 can do, and the one breathing cue that turns a squeeze into a true pelvic pump. Why does this matter so much after 60? Because sexual health at your age is about dignity, presence, and freedom. You want to choose intimacy, not worry about it. You want your body to answer when you say yes. The walk plus squeeze routine is friendly to joints, easy to repeat, and may support erections in a way pills alone can't, because you're training the whole system, not just flipping a chemical switch. Here's the simple science. Erections depend on healthy blood vessels and responsive nerves. Nitric oxide is the signal that relaxes the penile arteries so blood can flow in. With age, vessels can get stiffer, and long hours of sitting make the pelvis sluggish. Think of your circulation like a river feeding a small lake. When the river slows and the gate at the lake outlet leaks, the water level drops. Walking increases nitric oxide and makes the river flow. The pelvic floor, the ring of muscles at the base of the penis, acts like a flexible gate. A well-timed, gentle squeeze can slow the outflow just enough to keep the lake full without damming it up. Around half of men in their 60s report some degree of erectile difficulty, especially with diabetes or blood pressure issues. But the hopeful news is that vessels and muscles remain trainable. Before we go there, notice how life stacks the odds against the pelvis. Hours in a chair, stress that tightens your belly and breath, and constipation or prostate irritation can all make the pelvic floor either too weak or too clenched. The walk plus squeeze combo addresses both sides. The walk improves flow. The squeeze, paired with relaxation, teaches timing. Now that you see why this matters at your age, let's get you set up to do it safely. Put on comfortable shoes. Choose a route that feels safe, or use a treadmill with rails if you prefer. Go at a pace where you can talk, but not sing. If you have heart or balance issues, clear this with your doctor first. Empty your bladder before you start. A light warm-up helps. Roll your ankles, sway your hips, and take 3 slow breaths to soften your belly and let the pelvic floor drop. If you've had pelvic pain or tightness, we'll favor relaxation more than squeezing at first. Here's where it gets surprising. The relaxation is as important as the squeeze. Blood needs a soft landing pad to get in. So we practice both the Kegel, the gentle squeeze as if stopping urine, and the reverse Kegel, the deliberate letting go, like you're releasing a stream or allowing the anus to soften. Think of it like a dance. The inhale is the step forward. The exhale is the step back. When you pair breath with the pelvis, you invite blood in, and then you hold just enough of it to feel full. Start your walk with a few easy minutes. Feel your feet roll, keep your shoulders loose, and notice your breath. Then bring in the squeeze. On a smooth exhale, do a gentle, low-effort pelvic floor squeeze, as if you were lifting the base of the penis 1/4 inch. Hold it for about 3 steps, then release fully for about 5 to 10 steps. You might silently count 1, 2, 3 for the hold, then let it go and breathe. Do not clench your buttocks, thighs, or belly. If your eyebrows are lifting, the squeeze is too strong. You should be able to breathe and talk while you do it. Alternate those light holds with generous relaxations for several minutes. Then take a break and just walk. Repeat that rhythm a few times during a 20 to 30-minute walk. Many men like to pair the squeeze with a landmark, every second streetlight, or each time you turn a corner. If you feel any cramping or pressure in the rectum, you're overdoing it. Soften your belly and focus on the reverse Kegel for a minute. Inhale, imagine the pelvic floor blooming open. Exhale, keep it loose. This ebb and flow trains the pelvis to welcome blood, then support it. Frank, 68, a retired bus driver with diabetes, told me, "Doc, I sit all day even in retirement. My erections faded." We built a routine: brisk walk after breakfast 6 days a week, gentle squeeze on the exhale for a few steps, then let go. He added a minute of reverse Kegels at the end. By week 3, he said, "Morning fullness is back most days, and during masturbation, I don't have to death grip my penis to feel something." He felt calmer because he had a tool, not just a prescription. Hold that thought, because in a moment I'll also give you a quick 90-second pre-intimacy routine you can do at the bathroom sink to wake up blood flow without drawing attention. But first, let's refine form so you don't create tension. Picture the pelvic floor as a hammock from the pubic bone to the tailbone. The ideal squeeze is like lifting that hammock one level on an elevator, not 4. If your abs harden or your breath stops, you've pulled too hard. Over-squeezing can irritate the prostate and reduce sensitivity. We want a responsive muscle, not a clenched fist. Now, bring breath into the rhythm. Inhale through your nose and let your lower belly gently expand. That inhale is your reverse Kegel. Let the hammock drop a little. As you exhale through a relaxed mouth, perform the light Kegel. Lift the hammock slightly, then release before you inhale again. The release is key. Men who skip the release end up with a rigid pelvic floor, which can trap tension and actually reduce erection quality. If you've had prostate surgery or radiation, lighten the squeeze further and spend extra time on the relax. You're rebuilding coordination. Neil, 61, had prostate surgery and worried he'd never trust his body again. He started with flat walks around his block and only practiced the relaxation for the first week. Then he added tiny squeezes. He told me, "I can feel the base of my penis wake up when I exhale, and I don't leak as much after urinating." A month later, he said intimacy felt possible again, and he could guide his partner during oral sex by relaxing instead of tensing when he wanted to last longer. Add a few boosters to compound your results. Gentle hip mobility before and after the walk keeps the pelvis open. 2 or 3 hip circles each way, a few slow pelvic tilts, and a light stretch for the inner thigh can make the squeeze more effective. Calf raises during your cool down are helpful. The calves act like a second heart, pushing blood up. Good hydration through the day supports blood volume, then reduce fluids in the late evening to protect sleep and the prostate. If you smoke, know that nicotine narrows blood vessels. Cutting down is one of the most powerful changes you can make for erections. Here's the 90-second pre-intimacy routine I promised. Before you join your partner, step into the bathroom and stand tall with soft knees. Take 3 breaths, expanding the belly on the inhale and letting the pelvic floor drop. On each exhale, do a tiny comfortable squeeze, then fully release on the next inhale. Add 20 seconds of slow heel raises to engage the calves and bring blood up. Finish by warming your hands under water and resting them over your lower belly for a moment to calm the nervous system. You're not forcing anything. You're preparing the river to flow. Then, when intimacy begins, whether you're kissing, touching, or receiving oral sex, keep that gentle breath. If arousal climbs fast and you want to delay ejaculation, choose a reverse Kegel on your next inhale and soften the belly. That small choice may ease the urgency. Arthur, 73, with high blood pressure, said walks were his thing, but sex felt unpredictable. He would either lose his erection or finish too quickly. We adjusted his pace so he could talk during his walk, then layered in the light squeeze on every other exhale and the sink routine before bed. He told me, "It's like I finally have a dial, not an on-off switch." His partner noticed he was more attentive and less anxious, which made closeness easier for both of them. Safety and comfort come first. Pain is a stop sign. If you have pelvic pain, prostatitis, or a history of constipation, Focus on relaxation for a couple of weeks before adding squeezes. If you notice new urinary burning, blood in the urine, or severe perineal pain, pause and speak with your clinician. After hernia or pelvic surgery, get clearance before doing pelvic floor work. If you use erectile medications, this routine can be complementary. Just ask your doctor how to time your walk around your dose so you feel steady and safe. If you're practicing with a partner, share what you're doing. Consent and comfort make everything better. You might say, "I'm working on a breath and pelvic rhythm that may help me stay connected longer. If I pause for a second, I'm just resetting." During partnered touch or masturbation, use a small amount of lubricant to reduce friction, especially if skin is dry. Check in with yourself. Is this pressure comfortable? Does my breath feel free? After intimacy or solo practice, urinate, rinse with warm water, and rest for a moment. A minute of quiet aftercare is not indulgence. It's training your brain that sexual activity ends in safety, not stress. Some men ask how often to do this. Most do best with a daily walk of 20 to 30 minutes and the squeeze-relax cycles sprinkled in 2 or 3 times during that walk. If your legs are tired, skip the squeezes and just walk. If you miss a day, you haven't broken anything. Return gently. Many men notice warmer genitals after a few sessions, more frequent morning erections within 2 to 4 weeks, and better control during masturbation or intercourse when they add the breath and reverse Kegel. You're building stamina in the quiet background, the same way steady walking builds heart health. I promise to show you the one breathing cue that turns a squeeze into a pump. Here it is, and you've already felt it. Exhale while you perform the light pelvic squeeze, then fully release on the inhale. The exhale helps your ribcage and belly drop, so the pelvic floor can lift without strain. The inhale opens the pelvic floor so fresh blood can enter. That alternating wave is your pump. The common mistake is to squeeze on the inhale, hold your breath, and clench the abs. That traps pressure, tightens the anus, and can actually reduce penile blood flow. Keep it easy. Less effort, better rhythm. Let's recap so you leave confident. The walk plus squeeze combo is simple. A comfortable daily walk to stir nitric oxide and bring circulation, paired with a gentle pelvic rhythm. Squeeze a little on an exhale for a few steps, then let go and breathe for more steps. Add hip mobility, calf raises, and smart hydration to amplify the effect. Use the sync routine before intimacy, and choose relaxation when you want to slow down ejaculation. If you've had prostate treatment or pelvic pain, favor relaxation first and keep every squeeze light. This isn't a contest. You're not proving anything to me or anyone else. You're teaching your body a kinder rhythm. Gentlemen, your sexual health is not measured only by the firmness of an erection. It's measured by how present and free you feel with yourself and with someone you love. Give this 2 to 4 weeks. Celebrate the small wins, the warmer hands, the steadier breath, the feeling of fullness that arrives without struggle. If this helped you, please subscribe, hit the bell, and type 1 so I know to make more like this. If it didn't, type 0 and tell me what you need. You've got more control than you think, and the work is as simple as a walk and a gentle squeeze.